Hi, I'm Softbeard the Pirate, and I would like to welcome you to Softbeard Presents, Episode 1. Today we're going to talk about the basic things you should have with you on a day hike. Just a few things that you should carry to make sure that you're safe when you're off in the woods or in a new place. These are not the things I would take if I was going up something like Mount Washington. These are the things I take when I go to a new state park or a new area where I might not be around a lot of people and where I may run into some basic dangers of wilderness and wildlife and so forth. This is the basic little bag I carry with me on my day hike. It contains a number of things that I use on every hike, and some of the things that are just there in case something goes wrong or in case I come across someone who's in trouble. So why don't we unpick this bag, see what's inside, and go from there. First, most basic thing you want to bring with you is a bottle of water. A lot of people get dehydrated in the woods on a hot day or on a cold day, it doesn't matter. Exert yourself and you're going to sweat. When you sweat, you lose fluids, you need fluids. I use a stainless steel bottle. You can use a plastic Nalgene if you want to. I also take some basic medical supplies. We have some Band-Aids, triple antibiotic ointment, and I have some anti-itch ointment and some butterflies in here. This is your scrapes and cuts kit. If you fall and you split your chin on a rock, it's great to have a few butterflies. Antibiotic ointment to keep it clean. And I used to use 35mm film tubes. They don't really make them that much anymore, so now I use mini M&Ms. This contains my basic medications. This is your Imodium. I keep Benadryl in here. I keep ibuprofen in here. And I keep some like Dayquil type stuff in there. That's basically in case I come off something that I didn't know I was allergic to, or if I have some sort of digestive distress. When you're in the woods, that can be really, really bad, and this can really get you through in the last minute. I take insect repellent wipes. If I forget to put on insect repellent before I leave, or if I forget to put on sunscreen with insect repellent before I leave, this is always something great to have. Keeps the ticks off of you, keeps the flies away from you. If you're in an area with malaria, it helps to reduce your chances of getting malaria. I take some Paracord with me just in case you need it. You never know if you fall and break a leg, or if you need a tourniquet, this is the best stuff for you. I keep it in this format. A lot of people take it as a bracelet or so forth. This has got a little bit more than most bracelets. This has got two 20-foot sections in it right here. I take some Visine. The reason I take Visine is if you put on certain insect repellents and certain sunblocks and then you sweat and it runs into your eyes, it's very hard to see. If you can't see, you can't get out of the woods, so I always have a little bit of Visine. Doesn't take up much space. I take some food with me. These are some nice compact food items. I take something that I like to eat, and I take something that will provide me with a little bit of energy. You can get a pretty bad headache if your blood sugar goes down. If you're diabetic and you need to eat all the time, or at certain time intervals, that's a great thing to have. I'm borderline hypoglycemic, so I eat a little bit all the time. This is great for me. I take a Swiss Army knife. This provides me with a blade and some basic tools. If I get in a situation where I need to cut something, where my backpack fails, where somebody gets caught in a piece of rope or something, this provides me the tools to get out of it. If I grab a tree and I get a splinter, I have a magnifying glass in here and some tweezers that allow me to take that out. I take a flashlight. You never know when you're going to get into a situation where you get stuck there too long and you have to get out at night. You always want a light source for that. I take a pair of latex gloves. I'm first aid trained. If I come across somebody else that's injured or in trouble, this gives me the ability to help them without worrying about bloodborne pathogens. It's also a great water carrier. If you get in a real bad situation, you need something to put water in, you can put it in a latex glove. Nothing wrong with that. I take a light jacket. This is a stuffable, rainproof jacket. You never know when you're going to run into a situation where weather comes in fast. If you're out hiking on a nice summer 80 or 90 degree day and a cold rain front comes in, staying dry and staying warm can become very important very quick. This provides me with that ability. And then I take 2 foil blankets. These foil rescue blankets, again, if I get into a rainstorm or something, these make excellent shelter. If I come across somebody that fell in a cold stream and has hypothermia, this is excellent for them as well. And it has 1,000,007 uses. I also make sure that I always have a cell phone and a backup power source for my cell phone. If you're in a state park and you run across somebody that's in serious medical emergency, this can be a real lifesaver. And in the modern day where everybody has one of these, there's no reason in the world you shouldn't take it with you. If you don't like to be bothered while you're out there, you can do as I do and just shut it off. And if you need it, you can turn it right back on. And I always have the backup power source just in case. You never know when you're going to need it, and it's always great to have it. It's not just important to have the right kit with you, it's also important to take the right actions before you go into the woods. Remember to tell somebody where you're going. If you get into an accident and nobody finds you, it's important that they know where you're going, when you're going to get back, approximately what travel you're going to take there and back. If you want to go someplace and you want it to be relatively secretive, what you can do when you get there is nothing more than open up your phone, go to Facebook, and put something in your status as to where you are. For instance, if you went to Blue Mountain State Park, you might put Blue Mountain State Park, hiking for today, be home for dinner. Do something like that. If you get lost or injured, someone can always come back and say, oh, he's at Blue Mountain State Park, and find you. If you don't do that, who knows where you went. And now it's time for Softbeard's beard care tip of the day. Remember, women don't care for a scratchy beard. The softer the beard, the better it is. That's why at night you should rub coconut oil into your beard. This softens your beard and helps to care for your skin and leaves you pleasantly scented. Thank you for watching, and please catch us again in other episodes.